Hey everyone, welcome back to Shade Review. In today's video, we are reviewing the brand new All For People's Birell Sun. But first, letting today's video sponsor our own website, shadereviewstore.com, the absolute best place to buy designer sunglasses, just like these up to 80% off the original MSRP. Again, the website there is shadereviewstore.com. Check it out. So let's go ahead and pop the sunglasses on face and talk about the dimensions. These have 52mm lenses and an 18mm bridge, and it's the standard and only size of these sunglasses that All For People's produces. They're going to be good for people with a smaller to a medium-sized face. For those of you with larger faces, you're probably not going to fit these frames all too well. Of course, you can heat up the acetate temples and bend them out, but it's probably going to give a little bit of a weird look to them. So just keep that in mind when buying a pair of these frames. Now, All For People says these frames are a bold frame that make a statement, and that the Birell Sun offers an eye-catching look designed for a customer who wants to stand out from the crowd. And I definitely get what they're saying. These are definitely a lot more loud than something like the All For Sun, which is much more subtle here. Now, as far as the exact colorway that I'm wearing in today's video, these have All For People's Olive Smoke frames, which are absolutely gorgeous. These are an acetate frame and they have some really beautiful grain through them. This is one of my favorite colorways from 2023 from All For People's. And then the lens here is their Cognac mirror, which is an absolutely beautiful, beautiful lens. Personally, I do prefer the Cognac lens with no mirror, but the mirror definitely does make these frames pop and definitely makes them a little bit more loud on the face, which is good if you're looking for that, of course. And as far as the outlook goes, you're gonna get a nice kind of like warm tan to them, which is absolutely beautiful and perfect for the fall. And these all glass lenses are going to block 100% of UVA and UVB rays, which is extremely important for your eye health. And it's also going to help with the longevity of these frames as well. With the lenses being all glass, of course, they have very good scratch resistance. Now, as far as the looks from the front goes, we can see there aren't any gaudy logos or anything like that whatsoever. We can just see the three little metal accents, which are not just there for show. They're actually what attach the hinge and the temple stem to the front of the frames. Really classy and nice. And then here in the outside temple, again, we can see that same design language with the three metal accents on there as well. Now, if we move down to the outside left ear of the frame, we can see a little embedded All For People's logo there for authentication purposes. And now these frames are handcrafted in Italy, and they say here in the inner right ear of the frame, they say handcrafted in Italy, and then the inner right temple of the frames, they say All For People's LA vintage glass. Now, if we take a look here at the inner left temple of the frames, we can see all the color code information and the model name and number there as well. Now, another really beautiful aspect of these frames is the really, really nice etching here through the temple, and you can see that through the clear acetate. Really, really nice and beautiful. I really, really do like that a lot. Definitely makes these frames a little bit more classy, and it definitely adds a little bit more character to these frames. Now, if you get these frames in the black colorway, you're not going to see that etching on the outside. It's going to be completely black, but on the inside, you can actually see it through the clear inside on the black, which is a really cool touch and definitely makes them look classy, and I'm glad that they did that with the all black pair. But here, of course, with these olive smoke frames, they're pretty transparent, so you can see it there on the inside and the outside as well. Now, as far as coverage from the sun goes, these frames are not going to offer the best coverage from the sun because they do have pretty flat lenses. And then here up top, you can see there is massive gap that lets sunlight in unprotected. And then here on the sides, again, there's a massive gap that lets sunlight in unprotected. But they do have a very nice anti-reflective material here on the back side of the lens, which is going to help reduce sunlight coming in on the lens and bouncing off into your eye, which is really important for a pair of frames with this style. You're just not going to have good coverage from the sun, so that's definitely to be expected, and keep that in mind when buying a pair of these frames. Now, as far as styling goes, I actually really do like the styling of these frames. I think they look really classy and nice. These frames are very simple yet very sophisticated at the exact same time. I think they fit my face really well. They do a good job of kind of framing my head. And I do like the way that the sun catches the mirror. It definitely adds a classy look to them. And the build quality here is absolutely incredible. They have 5-barrel all-metal hinges, which feel extremely premium when opening up and enclosing them. Just very nice and substantial. And they're just built like a tank. They're built like a really, really high-quality pair of frames. And that's, of course, because they are. Now, as far as pricing goes, these frames are definitely going to be pretty expensive, coming in at $482. So these frames are definitely pretty expensive. I'll have a link in the description down below to the absolute best current pricing and availability of these. Well, that's all I got for you guys in this video. Let me know what you think about these frames in the comment section down below. Do you love these? Do you hate these? Do you own a pair? And if you do own a pair, what do you think about them? We are definitely interested to know in the comment section down below, so let's start a conversation there. Well, that's all you have for this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to give me a big thumbs up down below. And of course, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and then you'll be notified every single time I upload a brand new video just like this one to our YouTube channel. Again, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one.